Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, dear students. I hope you people are good and you people are in the peak of your health conditions. Last time we were talking about IUPAC nomenclature for branched chain saturated hydrocarbons, dear students. We discussed certain rules. Taking those rules into consideration, we have to give names to the carbon compounds accordingly. But that naming should be done in accordance with IUPAC nomenclature, that's International Unit for Pure and Applied Chemistry, I mean to say. And by taking consideration of those guidelines, rather assumptions, we are supposed to give names to the carbon compounds. With the help of those guidelines or generalizations, it will become easy for we people to give names to the carbon compounds. Otherwise, it will become dead impossible for we people to give names to the compounds containing, I can say, large number of carbon compounds in a chain, in a, I can say, straight chain or in a branched chain. So last time we discussed one example. Let's discuss few more examples, dear students, to make you people absolutely clear regarding this IUPAC nomenclature for branched chain saturated hydrocarbons. Let's discuss some examples. Let's discuss this very example: CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, and CH3. We have already named the state chain structure of C5H12 hydrocarbon. As far as this very compound is concerned, this compound contains four carbon atoms in a straight chain. This is carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, and carbon number 4. So straight chain of carbon atoms. That means four carbon atoms are in straight chain. We have a rule that first you people have to select the longest chain of carbon atoms in the structure of the compound. That's first rule, my dear students. And jot it down and have concentration towards me. First rule is that the longest chain of the carbon atoms is to be selected as far as particular compound is concerned. This is longest chain: 1, 2, 3, 4. That means four carbon atoms, or I can say, in straight chain, and one carbon atom is in the side chain. This is a side chain. This is a side chain. Four carbon atoms are in straight chain and one carbon atom is in the side chain, I mean to say. And these side chains, I mean to say, these side chains are called as substituents. Substituents. That means the alkyl group is present as side chains, or branched chains are considered as substituents, and they are actually named separately after the longest chain of carbon atoms. So first thing you must remember, as far as this compound is concerned, there are four carbon atoms in a straight chain: 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is, I can say, one carbon atom is in the side chain, and this is called as substituent. This is called as substituent, dear students. Now we have second rule. We have to number the carbon chain in such a way that the substituent should get the lowest possible number. That means smallest possible number, dear students. We have to number the carbon chain in such a way that this substituent should get the lowest possible number. For example, the moment I will select from this carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, that means this substituent, I can say, come on, I can say, as far as carbon third is concerned. This substituent comes at carbon third. Now the moment I will mark 1, 2, 3, 4, that means I will select from this side, from left side. That means this substituent gets second number. That means this is actually the correct numbering. Correct numbering is that we have to number the carbon atoms in such a way that this substituent should get the lowest possible number, dear students. So this hydrocarbon has total of 5 carbon atoms. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon atoms. So there are 4 carbon atoms, but 4 carbon atoms are in the longest chain. As far as this compound is concerned, there are 4 carbon atoms in a straight chain. Straight chain, I mean, say in the longest chain. So this compound is actually a derivative of the butane. That means for 4 carbon atoms, 4 carbon atoms, you people are supposed to write but. And there are, I can say, carbon carbon single bonds. That means ane. That means it should be the derivative of the butane. So, but there is one extra methyl group on one of the carbon atoms of butane, and we have to indicate the position of this methyl group. So this methyl group is present at the second, I can say, second carbons. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we number the carbon chain from left hand side to right hand side, then the methyl group comes on the second number like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Thus the above compound, this very compound in butane, having a methyl group on carbon 2, so its IUPAC name is 2-methyl. That means this methyl group, it acts as a substituent. So this methyl group is present at second carbon. That means this compound is named 2-methyl. 2-methyl, because methyl group is present at carbon number 2, dear students. Good. That's like a good class. So this methyl group is actually present at carbon number 2. That means 2-methyl butane. So this compound is named as 2-methyl butane. This compound is named as 2-methyl butane. Why 2-methyl? Somebody will pose your question, why 2-methyl? Because this methyl group, this very methyl group, which acts as a substituent, is present at carbon number 2. That means 2 is actually the position of the methyl group at carbon number 2. This methyl, that's methyl group CH3, and but means 4 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms are present in the longest chain, longest carbon chain, dear students. So N means there are carbon carbon single bonds. So that's why this compound is named after 2-methyl butane, because this compound is a derivative of a butane. And one more thing I would like to mention here, that my dear students, this compound is also named as isopentene. So the IUPAC name of this compound is 2-methyl butane, and I can say the common name of this hydrocarbon is isopentane, my dear students. So this is actually the second example which we discussed as far as branched chain IUPAC nomenclature of carbon compounds is concerned. Let's discuss some more examples, my dear students, to make you people absolutely clear regarding this nomenclature of carbon compounds. Let's take another example. This is CH3, 1 carbon, CH3, and CH3. Mark my words, students. This is another example. This is another example we are going to discuss. This hydrocarbon contains a total of 5 carbon atoms. This is carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon atoms. So let's find out its IUPAC name. You people already know the rules. The first rule is you people have to select the longest chain, longest carbon chain. There are 3 carbon atoms in the longest chain, my dear students. There are 3 carbon atoms in the longest chain. It's like this. This is carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3. It's a straight chain of carbon atoms. This is the first rule. First rule, you people have to give the name to the carbon compound according to, I can say, the certain generalizations. Those actually the rules taking into concentration, you people are supposed to give the name to these carbon compounds. So there are actually three carbon atoms in the longest chain. So this compound is actually a derivative of a propane. But there are two extra methyl groups on the middle carbon atom. So it's actually a dimethyl. Dimethyl. This is one CH3 group. This is second. That means there are two substituents present. There are two substituents present at carbon number 2. So now whatever we number this carbon chain of either we from we I can say number this carbon chain from left to right or from right to left, the two methyl groups fall on the same carbon atom, that is carbon number 2. Mark my words, my dear students, this is very important, this is very important, jot it down with me as well. This carbon, the moment we will number carbon chain from right, I mean say left side, left to right, carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3. Now number the carbon chain from right hand side. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. That means the moment we number this carbon chain from left to right or from right to left, the two methyl groups fall on the same carbon atom, my dear student. That's carbon number 2. Since both the methyl groups are on the same carbon atom, that's carbon number 2, we can write the name as 2 2 2 2. Why 2 2? Because two methyl groups are present at carbon number 2. That's why I wrote here 2 2. That's 2 2. One methyl. These are actually two methyl groups. One methyl group, I can say here, one methyl group here. That means there are two methyl groups present. That means these two methyl groups are named as dimethyl. Di means two. Di is used for two methyl. Di is used for two, and methyl means two methyl groups. 2 dimethyl. 2 dimethyl. Now, how many carbon atoms are in a straight chain, my dear students? 3 carbon atoms are in a straight chain. That means carbon number 1, carbon number 2, and carbon number 3. That means the moment you people will see 3 carbon atoms in a compound, you people are supposed to write the prefix. That is prop. 2 dimethyl prop. And every single bond here, every bond I mean say is single bond. That means the moment you people will see the carbon single bonds or carbon hydrogen single bonds, you people are supposed to write in. That means this compound is named as 2 dimethyl propane, my dear students. 2 dimethyl propane. So this compound is named as 2 dimethyl propane, and the common name as far as this very compound is concerned, this compound is named as neopentene. Neopentene. So common name, IUPAC name for this compound is 2 dimethyl propane, and the common name is neopentane. This compound is named as neopentane as far as common name of this compound is concerned. So this was actually the second example as far as this IUPAC nomenclature of carbon compounds is concerned, my dear students. Let's discuss some more examples. So this compound is known as 2 this is 2 dimethyl propane, and this is also known as neopentane, my dear students. So in the next video lecture, I hope you people enjoyed this. I think this is enough for today. In the next video lecture, we are going to discuss some more examples related to the naming of unsaturated hydrocarbons, where there is unsaturation, means where there is presence of single bond or a double bond, I mean say, beg your pardon, double bond, or I can say triple bond. How we can give names to the carbon compounds containing a double bond or a triple bond. That I can say will we discuss in the next video lecture. Till then, stay safe, stay blessed. Allah bless you all. Thank you for watching this.